I wanted to check this motorcycle from a long time. Kove 450 Rally. Now it is in my garage. And if I compare it to my Tenere 700, man, this is huge. And this is much smaller and lighter. In this video, I'm gonna test it on and off-road. I'm gonna show you all the dimensions and I'm gonna talk about all specifications. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. I used to ride dirt bikes before, and this reminds me about those times. And then uphill here. Yeah, nice. The dashboard, I'll say, it's not really visible. Maybe I can change the colors, but with these colors, it's fine. But these small numbers and letters here, I cannot even see. I'm not a fan of high fenders, but on this motorcycle, it suits well. Ergonomically, I'm 185. The first thing that I noticed that it's so much lighter, man. It's like pushing a bicycle outside of my garage. It's not that the Tenere is so heavy, but there is still 30-40 kilograms difference. So far, I feel it and it sounds like a dirt bike. The engine is very noisy. And the standing position is not bad at all. Let me close the visor so you're not gonna hear the wind in my helmet. Actually, I like the position now, the standing position, without having bar risers or anything like this. It's fine to me. Absolutely dirt bike. It has some vibrations, not so bad, but it has. But once again, standing position, perfect to me. I can easily grab it with my knees here. It has nothing common actually with the normal adventure bikes. CF Moto 450 is different. It's more like a KTM 500 EXC, something like that. The feeling, I mean, or KTM 450 dirt bikes. And because it's a single cylinder, you have to change more gears. You have to be on the correct gear in the right time. Otherwise, the engine will clucking. But that's fine. Let's see how it will work on the twisty roads. Power is enough for me. Brakes are also not bad. Let's ride now on this bumpy road. Steep hill, second gear, and I'm flying. I can have even the third gear here. The power is definitely enough for my type of riding. I haven't tried on the open highways, and I will a little bit later, but for what you have seen so far, it's more than enough. Let's now see how it will work on this type of roads. Bumpy roads. Especially one after another, one after another. Like here. One. This type of terrain, rocky terrain with deep lines, suspension here is doing really well. Let me see where I can find more rocks. It's absorbed the bumps really well. I'm happy with what I have seen. Let's try it uphill on rocks. Pretty well. Here now, one bump, second, third, down here, up, from one side to another, control is perfect, and exactly like dirt bike. Many bumps. Absolute blast on the dirt. Let's now go back to the main road. To check what is on the asphalt road. For here everything is clear. It's absolutely manageable. We have exactly like KTM 450 or 500. As I already said. The suspension is good for my taste, but many people will find it too hard, or at least this is what I think right now. But to absorb all of these bumps and these stones, it's not really possible with a soft suspension. So in my opinion, it works well. I'm gonna tell you more about it once I stop. But you can definitely have a speed. You can jump from rocks. You can play between the rocks and still be fine with this 49mm Kayaba forks. They are very solid. By the way, once I finish the test, when I get back to the garage, I'm gonna talk with Rudiger what is his long-term experience with the model. He has it from 5,000 kilometers, but already traveled all the way from Switzerland to Bulgaria, and he has done a few chat roads, so he will definitely have some interesting stories to share. For aggressive riding like this, perfect motorcycle. For traveling, I don't know yet. I'm gonna check right now. There are a few more interesting tracks, but unfortunately they will be very muddy today. But I think that this was enough for me to understand what this motorcycle can or cannot do. Basically, you can do almost anything you like in terms of dirt riding. On a flat dirt roads like this, you can fly with 100 kilometers per hour. Yeah. It also handles the corners very well. It's easy to manage it by just pressing the foot peg left or right. It responds really well. You can even drift on the corners if you like. Oba! Alright, now on the asphalt road. The dashboard, I'll say, it's not really visible. Maybe I can change the colors, but with these colors it's fine, but these small numbers and letters here I cannot even see. Maybe I can enlarge them, but I don't know. I have this bumping like this, but the front tire is pretty worn out. Also, it has a papillon as a dirt bike, so this might be the reason, even though we balanced the wheel today, so the whole bike shakes like this. It's not really comfortable when you ride it. But I guess it's because of the tire. With a new tire, it's not gonna be like this. I also know from Rudiger, the owner of the motorcycle, that the rear sprocket is changed with a larger now, which means that the motorcycle will run very well on the dirt roads on low speed, but on the highways it will be not so easy. See what is happening? Boom, 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 all the time. I'm pretty sure that this is from the tire, but still not very comfortable on the road. Kilometers per hour, and I have 6,000 RPMs. The wind protection it's not really enough, But this bumping is actually killing my pleasure at the moment. I'm really sorry, but it is what it is. Vibrations are noticeable on the pegs, on the handlebar, even here with my knees. And I'm riding only with 100 kilometers per hour. I guess that with the normal sprockets it will be alright to ride at like 120, 30. With these sprockets now, a bit weird. I don't know what is the maximum speed of this model, probably about 160, 170 kilometers per hour. But with this configuration, not really possible. 105, 110, 110. Oh, it shakes a lot, it shakes a lot. It shakes like this because of the high fender. And now I have a side wind and high fender. This is not a good combination. Honestly, I'll be afraid to ride it on anything above 120 kilometers per hour in this configuration. So I don't think that this is a motorcycle for highways. Let's now go to my favorite test track. About the on-road, it's all clear. Let's make a few more tests here. Few more rocks. Good. There's one jump here. The jumps is good. Suspension absorbed very well. There's another one here. This one. Oh, it flies really well. Rolls like this, perfect. Yeah, I feel it like a race bike. Oh, these are some rocks. I used to ride dirt bikes before, and this reminds me about those times. Usually I ride my Tenere very slow here because of these sharp rocks. The Tenere is very heavy, but with this one I can easily fly away. I'm looking for one specific jump. Was there, yeah. It's here downhill and then uphill here. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Test completed. Now I'm gonna stop somewhere and will tell you everything about the model, all specifications and everything that I know. So easy to control it, left, right, to go over obstacles. You only need to press a little bit the pegs, left or right, and you're there. So much easy. Jump. Yo! Yo! Wow! Enjoy it very much. Yeah, I have to sit because the trees are too low. Control on the dirt roads, I will give it 9 from 10. 10 will have a proper dirt bike. If I compare it with the Tenere 700, Tenere will have, let's say, 6 or 7 on the dirt roads compared to this one, because of the kilograms, much lighter. Yo-ho! Let's start with the overall design. I am not a fan of high fenders, but on this motorcycle it suits well. I like it very much. I like the color combination, red and white. It looks like a proper Dakar bike. Absolutely 10 for design on the Chinese brand Kove. Very aggressive front view. I like the lights very much. Also the windscreen. Flat seat, exactly what it should have. Very basic, again, like a Dakar bike. Simple controls, like the old models. This one here, this is extra for the owner has a big tablet here, so he can control it from here. But don't mind this, these are the controls. These actually look good, much better on the Tenere. 28 millimeters handlebar. The dashboard is not something that I'm excited. It is visible. I don't know, am I able to change the colors? Probably not. But CF Moto, for example, is way better than this. But I like that it's orientated horizontally. I like it very much. And there is a lot of space here. You can see the lights here and the cables. Ergonomically, I'm 185. I have flat feet on the ground and the seat height is 96 centimeters. Riding position, very good. I'm also good on the standing position. The chin is over the handlebar. I like it very much. The seat allows me to grab it and control the motorcycle way better. I really like the suspension. It's soft enough and hard enough, if you understand what I mean. For my weight, I'm 105 kilograms. I don't need to do anything, but it has 49 millimeters upside down Kayaba forks, fully adjustable compression and rebound. It hasn't got any preload, but does not need preload. The suspension travel, I believe, was 305 millimeters. Also, the clearance is 305 millimeters. The mirrors are optional. These are foldable mirrors, not the stock. And the visibility, to be honest, it's not really well on it. These crash guards are also optional, but I like it very much. The petrol tank, actually the petrol tanks, because they are three altogether, two here, left and right, and one on the back, they hold altogether 32 liters of petrol. I don't think that you will ever need that much, but it is there in the case you need it. I think ergonomically it fits me. Maybe it's too small for me, but I'm a big guy anyway. But I like it very much. I like it very much. As I said, I never been a big fan of these high fenders, but on this model it suits well. Engine is 450 cc and delivers 42 horsepower. It comes from old Honda models or something like that. It is not a KTM engine, completely not. The torque is 40 Newton meters. It's powerful enough to ride it off-road and on the road if you avoid highways, but it is very noisy engine. Let me show you what I mean. Don't mind the exhaust, focus on the engine only. Knocking really bad. More or less like a KTM motorcycles. Very, very noisy. It has 6 speeds, and as I said, it is not with the original sprocket, so I cannot really tell you how exactly it will behave. But with this configuration, over 120, it's not really pleasure to ride, because it has some vibrations on the pegs, on the handlebar, even on the frame. As I said already many times, it behaves like a proper dirt bike, not like a dual sport or adventure type of motorcycle. Kayaba forks, 49 millimeters, really serious suspension on this motorcycle. I guess the rear is also Kayaba with linkage on the bottom. It comes with all the documents to register it and ride it legally. It has indicators as well. Everything is proven already. They sell this model in Europe, everywhere. Rudiger actually is from Switzerland, and you saw the number plate is from Switzerland. So it's completely legal to ride it. Maintenance intervals, oil change 5,000 kilometers. It's not that bad. We even changed it today because it was the time already. But we noticed some not so well designed or properly planned things. For example, if you want to change the oil, you need access to the oil filter, and there are actually one oil filter here and another one next to it, 2 oil filters. And to have access to these 2 oil filters, you have to remove the exhaust from here all the way. Then you have to remove the bush plate and also remove the front part of the exhaust, the collectors. Otherwise you don't have any access to these bolts. So to change the oil, you have to remove the bush plate and the complete exhaust, otherwise you can't do it. This is something that might be a problem when you're on the road, when you want just to change it like that. Another one thing that is a big minus for this model is the valve check intervals are around 8,000 kilometers. So this motorcycle now is on about 5,000 kilometers. This means that after 3,000 kilometers, the valves need to be checked. And if you have it, for example, on a long trip, like my trip to Magadan, 8,000 each, that means I should have checked the valves at least 5 times for that trip. And this might be a problem when you're on the road. I like the design of this bush plate made from carbon fiber. It really covers almost all vital parts, and these crash guards could be mounted here solid. They have a big bolt on the other end. Another one downside of this exhaust is that it goes very close to the petrol tank, the right petrol tank, and because of that, in the hot days it creates a lot of high temperatures here, and actually the petrol starts boiling. That's why the owner put some aluminum foil here to protect it and bandaged the pipes, but it's still a problem. I hope that for the next models, next generations, they will find another way to reroute the exhaust on the different locations. The radiator guard, it's more than enough. I have the same on my Tenere. Front guards, the front disc is 280 millimeters, and it is enough to stop this motorcycle. It is not heavy anyway. The rear is 240 millimeters. 1 piston brake caliber. As I said, it works well. These are the stock foot pegs, and they're wide enough, and as I said, very easy to control the motorcycle. There is no even a chain guard, as you can see, but it has a chain guide made from solid aluminum. It has 2 radiator fans. That's good. The motorcycle won't overheat. To open the seat, you have to pull a cable here like this, and then you can remove the seat. And you have access to the air filter, which is great, easy access to the air filter, not like some of the adventure motorcycles that you have to remove the whole petrol tank. Just unscrew 4 bolts and you have to, we even changed it today. The battery is underneath, again very easy access, lithium battery, very light. All the electric components are here, all visible. I like all of this, it's very well made, and it could be accessed very easy by just removing the seat. I don't really like the fact that the petrol cups, front and rear, haven't got any locks on them, because everyone can open it and drop something inside. Let's say sugar, and you're done. I'm not saying that it will happen, but it could happen. And at least they made the design well, because one of the KTM's models, the petrol cap was very flat, and when you ride in the dirt, all the dirt was going on the top, and you cannot really clean it before you open it. So this at least is good. I also like these fast connections here, fast bolts. If you unscrew these two and these two, you can remove the whole front part and work on it if you have to. It has ABS front and rear, switchable from the dashboard. You can switch only the front or switch only the rear, or switch both of them from the dashboard. There is no one physical button to do it, and the procedure is a little bit complicated, and it resets every time when you start the engine again, but it is what it is. The price of this model around Europe, it's about 10,000 euros. Fully legal, you grab it and you ride it. But once again, in my opinion, it's more dirt bike than a real adventure bike. I will do a few more attempts to ride it on the asphalt road with high speed to see it. Well, I've got like 30-40 kilometers with this bike, and I can tell you already that I won't go on a very long trip with it. On a dirt roads, dirt roads, roads like this, or even technical off-road, absolutely with pleasure. But on a long trip, just I don't think it's the right motorcycle for me, and I don't think that the idea of this motorcycle ever been to be a long distance motorcycle. It's more like a competitors are KTM 450, KTM 390, but 390 is much more adventure orientated than this. This is like a pure dirt bike in an adventure suite, if I can say it this way. Will I consider to buy one of these? At the moment I'm perfectly fine with my Tenere 700. As I said, I would like to have something lighter, probably in about 10 years time. And I really hope that Yamaha will make something like 450 or 500 cc. That will be at least 20-30 kilograms lighter than my Tenere, but still provides a decent comfort on the trips. Because this dirt road's fantastic, but even on roads like this, it's a fun to ride it. But when you have to spend 10 or 12 hours on it, I don't think so. I can see that my gloves are gone, but I like them so much that I don't want to change it, even though I have a brand new in the garage. But it is time to change it. Will I buy this as a toy or as a second motorcycle to ride it on the dirt roads in the weekends? I don't think so, because the price 10,000 euros, it's the price that I paid for my Tenere, that I plan to ride it at least 200,000 kilometers. So I don't really see myself buying another one motorcycle for the same amount of money just for the weekend funds. If I really like to have fun in the weekends, I will buy a proper dirt bike that will be 50 kilograms lighter than this and will provide more or less the same experience. Even better if I need to go hard off-road. One of my neighbors, I hope that she will let me go finally. All right, let's go to the office. First, thank you very much for letting me ride your baby. It was a really pleasure for me. Please now let me know what pushed you to buy this motorcycle and what is your long-term experience with it.
Yeah, I just bought it because I had before that a CRF 300 Honda, but that was lacking power. I liked it very much off-road, but I was looking for a bike, more power, but capable off-road where I don't need to do too much stuff to it. So then Kove was one of the options that I saw, so I jumped for it.
Okay, and what is your long-term experience? You have two of them, yeah?
I have two of them because one is always in Tirana in Albania, so I have something to drive there, and one thing is here now at the moment I'm traveling with it. Altogether I have about 12,000 kilometers done on them, mostly on TED, so about 50% off-road, 50% on-road. I like the bike very much. It's reliable, but 12,000 kilometers is not enough to
much,
see
yeah.
what all the time will be. I cannot say what it will be with 100,000 kilometers or like yours,
Yeah.
T7 with 80,000.
And so far so good, yeah, no problem so far.
No big problems, no.
Tell me once again what what Kove offers is the whole complete engine for 1,600 euros.
You can. There's a shop, Uncle Wang, where you can buy online, and you can buy the whole engine to your doorstep in Europe for 1,600 euros.
So until this moment, you have only positive experiences, yeah?
Well, the repair shops of Kove are a bit fuzzy.
You can't find them, man.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of them in Switzerland actually, but first they are very small and not all of them were very competent. The first one, they didn't tie the axle nut, kind of that stuff, so really dangerous. But now I found the second one and that is quite good. It's really, really tiny, but I like them.
In overall, you're very happy with the bike and everything that it offers, yeah?
I would buy it again.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Press like or dislike, whatever the video deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.
Ciao.